Okay, good evening, everybody. It's Sue Booth here. I'm a diamond with Zinzino, and it's my pleasure today to take you through the product presentation available in the UK at this present time. If you're in a different market, then you may have a slightly different product offering. But just need to go back into your back office or ask the person who invited you if you want to find out which ones are suitable for you in your present market. So it's we're a 15-year-old company, and it's one of these companies that really have literally, from the time that they started, have leapt from strength to strength. And it's because of their product offering that they are getting such success on a global level. So we all want to feel healthy, we all want to feel good, stay fit and being healthy, but something's amiss somewhere. We're finding that people are actually becoming having health related problems, and they're constantly and consistently increasing on every decade, and we really need to ask why. So Hippocrates, many years ago, as you can see here, said, let your food be your medicine and let your medicine be your food. And if you think back to those days, they used to cook with herbs, an awful lot, lots of spices that would actually be very beneficial to our bodies, and our body would, benefit from that completely. And unfortunately, we're changing our way we eat. We used to eat the food from Mother Nature. So, you work in the fields, you'd eat the, your cows or pigs or whatever, and you'd have lots of fresh fruit and vegetables. No additives to that. It would be just pure food and really healthy, full of vitamins, minerals, phytonutrients, and micronutrients, beta-glucans, fibers, healthy fats, making sure that we had a really good balance of omega-6 and omega-3. So we were an awful lot healthier. And now, unfortunately, we eat an awful lot more man-made or processed foods. So that's got less nutrition density, it's much higher in sugar, many empty calories, but low in fibers, less healthy fats, and that is creating an imbalance of omega-6 and omega-3. So this is really the history of, omega-6 and 3 balance. And back in the 1850s, where people were working on the land an awful lot more, they were, working much harder probably than we do now, and eating copious amounts more than we do now. But they were eating pure food. There was no additives, there were nothing prepared for them. They had to do it from scratch. And if you think back to where we're born, we're born at 1-to-1 on a DNA level of omega-6 and omega-3. And so that's perfect so I'm just going to let someone in, and sorry. And so that DNA level is very good. But when we start eating foods, we're going to start kind of increasing the amount of omega-6s that we consume. And science recommends that we should be around 3-to-1 to make sure that our body is, working at an optimum level. And this was all very well until we got to around about the 1960s. And then there was a bit of a turning point. And the turning point was really when the company started mass producing foods to make things more convenient for us. And that's when our bodies started taking much more omega-6 within our diet. So this was a big turning point. And then this increased literally every decade to what we are the average in the EU now, which is 15-to-1. Now, what's worrying is that our children are actually measuring up and testing up much higher than we are. So we're looking now at 2020, much more processed foods. And sadly, in the UK, we have the highest consumption of processed foods in the whole of the European community, which is a bit sad, really. So, 25-to-1, if we're looking at that, then means that our bodies are in a very inflammatory state. So in conclusion, what we're doing, we are lacking many of the key nutrients, and we've also got this imbalance of omega-6-3 ratio. And what happens in there when we've got that huge amount of sixes in our system is we are finding that our brain function is reduced, the hair quality decreases, heart function is reduced, skin loses elasticity, so people looking much older than they actually are. Organ function also reduced, and also joint and muscle pain. And that's probably the most obvious one that people recognize, is that as they get older, they kind of, oh, my joints ache a little bit more than they were. So what can we do about it? So this is really how it starts to affect our cells. So when we're in this imbalance, reduced function that happens within our cells, where the cell membrane is hard and rigid. So this means that nutrients can only get in very slowly, or maybe not at all, depending on how badly they are out of balance. But also, once it's in there, we're finding that it's actually not kind of processing any nutrients that have got in, and it's not allowing those waste products to come out properly. And so we need to have that maintain that balance of 3:1 to achieve those healthy cell membranes. And when that happens and we've got a normal function, the membrane becomes soft and flexible, so very much more permeable, so it allows nutrients to get into the cell, but also can actually then process those nutrients properly and get rid of any waste product that comes out very simply then, very easily. So we function best, as we said, at a 3:1 ratio. That's where we would like to be. And, that's the tip of the iceberg, as you can see there. I'm sorry, I'm just going to have to let these people in. Bear with me.
Okay, so they're done.
Okay, all right, thank you. I get worried when I see extra people hanging in there. So that's where we want to be, the tip of the iceberg. But we know, as in icebergs, the dangerous part is underneath the water. And so that's what we have become. We are in that danger zone. So that 15:1 ratio is where most people in Europe are, or maybe if 25:1 is where maybe your children are. Now that's worrying to start off at such a young age in an inflammatory way. And we know that we have way too many omega-6s, so there's imbalance. We've got low levels of omega-3 consumption, and we also have inadequate polyphenols. Polyphenols are those antioxidants that mop up all the free radicals in our system, and we've got way too few of those in our diet. And we also have low levels of vitamin D3. So now in the winter here in the UK, we're actually getting less sunlight than we would do. And it's, probably a lot cloudier. So we're just not getting that vitamin D3. So we need to supplement with it. So it's so simple to take a test and find out your results. So the tests here, absolutely easy to do. As you can see from that picture, there's just a finger prick. You drip it onto the card with the 2 circles. You actually let that dry and you send it off to a laboratory, an independent laboratory. And the lovely thing as customers is that if our customers come back with a 6:3 ratio of 3:1 or better in that first balance test, as long as they're on a subscription, they would actually be offered their money back, a money back guarantee. So there's no risk for our customers as well, which is great to know. So Vitas Labs is the name of the independent laboratory that we use, and we are one of their many customers. So at the moment, that was today, they've done over 552,586 balance tests worldwide. So that means that we have a very, very high amount of, I've lost my words. High amount of results that we can actually do. We've actually got the largest database of the balance 6:3 balance test worldwide. So again, very, very interesting. And what we're finding is that, kind of people like to know that it's an independent laboratory. So it's not Zinzino doing this testing, it's Vitas Analytical Labs. They're highly respected within the industry, the health industry, and also, kind of people like the University of Cambridge, King's College London, and Oxford University. So all these universities, many others around the world that actually use Vitas Labs as their analytical services for their blood spot testing. So when you get your test results back, now what you do, you have to complete a form on zinzinotest.com, and you just have to put in a few details about your height, your weight, whether you're male or female, which country you live in, and whether you've been taking any omega-3s before. And so my test, and I had been an omega-3 taker for 30 years. So I expected to be in balance. My first test, as you can see here on the right, was 14.4 to 1, where it should be 3 to 1. I was horrified as someone who'd been looking after my health for so long. I was obviously not doing what I should have done. And the product that I was using was not as effective as I imagined it would be. So you actually get to check your personal test results. You get a report back which gives you indicators of 11 different fatty acids in our system, but you can see where you are. And it's a very simple system with kind of sad face for if you're way out of balance, okay if you're yellow, and then green if you're on the right track. So this is a really good indicator to how your health is progressing, and you can track that, and you can do that over 120 days. And the reason we choose 120 days is that's how long it takes your body to get back into, your blood cells to change on a month, kind of 3 monthly basis. So this is a really, 4 monthly basis. So this is a really good way to see how you have started off and where you're going to go to. So our test results show that the world is out of balance. 95% of them in Europe, 98% in Australia, 99% in the USA, because they eat an awful lot of processed foods out there. And on a global level, it's around about 97%. That is frightening, because all we're doing is setting ourselves up for a very, very unhealthy latter life. So, as I mentioned, there's the fine details, kind of findings in detail. So we've got 5% of Europeans are around about that 3 to 1 or better. So very small amount. 20% of people who do take an omega-3 supplement have actually got that average balance of 7 to 1. So that 7 to 1 was where I thought I was going to be as someone who'd been taking an omega-3 supplement for so long. But I was not. I was in that unhappy face of 75% of people who don't take an omega-3 supplement, but also have an average ratio of 15 to 1 or worse. So what can we do to fix this? There must be a fix. We know that there's a solution. Well, we are very lucky within Zinzino. We've gathered together a scientific advisory board, which combined has some of the brightest minds in the field of wellness and nutrition. And they've developed our system for a test-based nutrition. So it's headed by Dr. Paul Clayton, Ola Eid, Dr. Angela Rizzo, who's done some astonishing work with autism and ADHD. Absolutely brilliant work. And new to the team is Dr. Abraham. So I'm looking forward to seeing what he brings to the table as well. So we are able to bring you back into balance in 120 days. Now that's quite a statement, but it's one of the things is that, we're saying that our blood renews itself every 120 days, and that's how we can do that. So if you're not 100% in balance, if you're way out of balance, then it may take a little bit longer. And sorry, I'm just letting all these people in, my apologies. And so it's just making sure that we know that we can bring you back into balance within that 120 days. So the reason we are so guaranteed on sure of that is because of our test-based formulas. Now we have something called a balance oil, and this balance oil is a combination of pelagic fish, so that's from wild fish shipped in, fished in pristine waters, polyphenols, which come from organic olives, vitamin D3, which remember I said we lacked a lot of, especially in the winter months, and vitamin E. And it's all together in this formula. So there's no oxidation. So you won't find this product goes off or smells fishy or tastes fishy. Unpleasant when that happens. You do the dosage by weight. So whatever your weight is in kilos, you actually multiply that by 0.15, and that would be your desired dosage for that. We've got it in 4 different flavors, so you can choose which one you like. We're keto friendly. We're friends of the sea. We've got so many different accolades to our product range. So this is another one of our formulations. Now this is water soluble Aqua X. It's exactly the same formulation on the left-hand side, if you like, excuse me, left-hand side, but it's actually got something additionally called Aquacell. And Aquacell is helps disperse that into water. So you can put it into juice, into shakes. It's perfect for children and elderly people who may not find the oil texture pleasant. We also have a patented vegan product. Now, the patented vegan product is the first of its kind. And again, we don't use fish oils in there because they're vegan, but we actually use marine algae. And marine algae is grown organically. So it's completely contaminant free, which is excellent. And it's got that vegan vitamin D3, vitamin E, polyphenols as well. And again, the doses are exactly the same, but also, just as say, guaranteed that it's a vegan for all our vegetarian and vegan followers. We also have Essent, and Essent is exactly the same as our oil product, balance oil product, but in a soft gel form. So it works in exactly the same way. And again, dosage by weight. So you have to calculate your weight by the amount of soft gels that you have. No oxidation, stays fresh throughout your body, which is fantastic. It's made with the highest quality and care, and making sure that all these things are in place just gives us a real cutting edge above everything else out there on the market. And you have to remember that omega-3 supplements are actually the highest selling supplement across the board, but they don't work. So this is, something that does work and works extremely well. So it's scientifically proven to stay potent and fresh. You've got krill oil, and a lot of people have taken krill oil, and it became quite fashionable to take krill oil, but that actually goes rancid and starts to deteriorate dramatically within 5 hours. So that's not enough time. It takes between 22 or 23 and 32 hours to get into your cellular level. So it needs to be staying there, in pristine condition until that time it's absorbed into your system. And then concentrated omega-3. So that concentrated omega-3 is there as well, and that's 9 hours. And then 15 hours for cod liver oil. So that cod liver oil comes out the better of all of those. But our balance oil stays fresh and completely potent for 35 hours. So it's getting to the place that it needs to get to, the cellular level, to do the job that it needs to do. The results are astounding, in my view. So 95% of people who do take the Zinzino Balance products have got their ratios back to 3-to-1 or very close to 3-to-1 after 120 days. And mine was just a little bit longer, I think about 40 days further than their 120. And I'm just blown away by the results. So 14.4-to-1 down to 2.4-to-1. I've got 2 very small yellows left to go before they all turn green. So I'm thrilled to bits at the results. And these have actually enabled me to come off all my medication. And I'm not suggesting that everyone should do that. So you need to consult your doctor if you're going to do that. But I consulted with Paul Clayton, and he guided me on how to actually come off my medication after I'd had my heart attack in 2017. So it's beneficial for every stage of life. So literally from kind of little tiny babies, they need it for their brain growth and making sure that their eyes are developing properly. to toddlers, making sure that their brain and immune system is perfect for them. And then as we grow older, obviously different things click in. So like reproduction. So when the mother's pregnant, they need to make sure that they're taking adequate amounts of polyphenols and omega-3 to make sure that they're getting everything that they need to give to the fetus inside them. And then obviously as we get older, then, you know, heart health, making sure that everything's right there, immune system, brain function, and into elderly age, where obviously this is when our joints get a little bit creaky. And so this actually really helps dramatically with that. So it's really trying to help with every part of it. So improving the metabolic aging, the bone structure, heart, immune, joints. I don't think of anyone doesn't want to. I'd like to live a healthy life, but I'd like to also live a long life. I don't want to be ill at the end of my life. So we also have 18 health claims that are approved by the EFSA, which is the European Food Standard Authority. So normal brain function, heart function, immune function, and all the rest of these things you can see here. So these are really important things to be able to make sure that people are aware that our product will do these things within your system. We also have a huge amount of professional athletes who take our product. And the reason they are happy to take it is because it works, it does the job it's supposed to do, and it increases their recovery rate when they're actively exercising. And also we're trusted by Informed Choice and Informed Sport to be any minute now. So it's perfectly safe to take, and no banned substances in it at all. So reaching an omega-3 6-3 balance is the first step to feeling good, staying fit, and being healthy. But let's have a look at some of our other products that we do as well. So Xenobiotic is one of my favorites. It's a dietary fiber blend with 5 different prebiotic blends. And so this is really fantastic for your gut health, to help improve bowel function, but also improve your microbiome, which is really important. You know, our gut health is probably just as equally as, it's like our second brain. It's equally important as the brain, because if that's unwell and it's not functioning properly, it actually reflects in the whole of our system. So we need good gut health. Then we have Extend Plus. Now these are 100% natural. All of these new products that we have are 100% natural, all supplied from natural sources, no excipients in it that are synthetic. So it's a multi-immune system supplement, and also helps you feel more energized, improves bone and joint function, also contributes to that healthy and normal immune system. So it's actually helping reduce that inflammation in your body. We also have Protect Plus. Now Protect Plus is really kind of running out the doors at the moment because of the problems we're having at the moment with COVID, and making people wanting to make sure that their immune systems are up to scratch and really looking after themselves. So this is a very unique beta-glucan blend, which actually really supports the immune system. And this is part of the next generation of nutrition. And then we have Viva. Now, Viva is one of my favorite products. Viva is a nootropic food supplement. It's a mood enhancer. It helps with sleep. It's a spa for your mind. It's like the happy pill. It's really good and 100% natural again, and safe for pretty well everyone to have. And it's far, far better for them than actually, it comes from Afron. It's far better from all the pharmaceutical drugs that people tend to take if they are a bit down in the dumps. So we have Zinzino Health Protocol. Now this is my favorite product to actually be recommending to people, especially to customers, because we want to make sure that you're getting the best results in the shortest amount of time. And so making sure that you have actually got your body in balance, so addressing the cellular level, and that's going to support the normal heart function, brain function, as we mentioned before. And then restoring your gut health. So restoring your gut health and making sure that you've actually got that in balance will actually benefit you in numerous ways. and then boosting your immune system and energy and helping your innate immune system too. So all these together are called our health protocol. We also have a health protocol premium. So that means it's a health protocol, but you can add another product on. So maybe you'd like to add on Viva, or maybe you'd like to add on Protect to actually enhance what's going on within your system. Same thing, it's just a superb offering. And as I say, gets the best results in the shortest amount of time. Now, this is one of our latest products. It's a limited edition. Sounds good, doesn't it? It looks very fancy, and it's black packaging. Revo, so it's a revolutionary extra virgin olive oil. So this is 30 times higher in polyphenol levels than other omega, other olive oils. So it's got a patented production process. It's limited edition, as I said. It won't even be available for shipping until we actually get into December. And that's, of course, because that's when the harvest takes place. And these come from Greek olives. And so you can only have what, is available within that actual harvest. So that will be available until for shipping until December. It won't be available for shipping until December, and then we're very limited supply. So it's going to be quite interesting, and hopefully we get that every year. Okay, we also have a couple of weight control products. I wouldn't say weight loss. People can use it as weight loss, but it's actually about maintaining and make sure that if you're going to have any snacks, that you perhaps choose a healthy snack that's actually going to improve your gut health as well, because that's got the xenobiotic in it as well. Got 4 different flavors of the shakes. We've also got an energy bar and a protein bar. So if people are exercising or needing a snack on the run, then this is a great option to have. And they taste delicious as well. No sugars, in them, and really healthy to have. You can mix fruit, you can put spinach in if you want, so not necessarily the strawberry one or the berry one. I like the vanilla one, that's my favorite. So, and then the final product that we have is a skin serum. So if you're wondering why we have a skin serum, we've spent all this time looking after ourselves on the inside, and that reflects on what's happening on the outside. So would it not be more sensible to ensure that we hydrate and smooth the skin and actually improve our skin in that level? It improves the elasticity and the strength of the skin, and it also helps reduce fine lines and wrinkles. I absolutely love this product, and it's all I use now. So morning and night I use this product. It's absolutely superb. And then after that, you've obviously seen our product range that I've just gone through. It's about feeling good and staying fit and being more healthy. And it's really just a step away. So the person who invited you to the call today would love to help you get started on your journey to get back to a more balanced life. So get back to them and ask them to help you to get registered. And I really look forward to hearing your journey as well within when you start taking your products and hearing your results. So thank you so much for being on the call tonight. My name is Sue Booth, and I am a Diamond Ambassador with Zinzino, and I really look forward to speaking to you hopefully another time. Take care now. Bye-bye.